Hey, what's up guys and welcome to part 16 of Uchiha Naruto The Sage. Get this one to 100 like as usual. Remember to share it to all of your friends on your social media platform. And on my main channel I'll be doing a new episode of What If Naruto Was an Osusuke. So be sure to go and check that out and enjoy. Remember to click that notification bell when you go ahead and click that red subscribe button. And if you haven't yet, what are you waiting for? Go ahead and do it guys, and thank you all for your support and your help and supporting the channel. I love you all so much. And I'll be leaving a link for my main channel where you can enjoy over 300 lovely what ifs. So yeah, without further ado, let's get straight into it. Start the intro. You can change. You satisfy the rage in me. Take away my pain. You satisfy the rage in me. So in the last episode, Naruto was embarrassed. He got defeated by Orochimaru, and so badly. What was all that training about? Even though he had this amazing eye, he still didn't unlock all of its benefit. He still didn't get the power that his grandfather promised him. Madara had fused his own and Hashirama's cell inside of Naruto. So where is all that power? Naruto thought as he went over to see Sasuke unconscious. Sasuke has gotten the curse mark from Orochimaru and he passed out. So yeah, basically that was it, but you guys can go ahead and check it out for yourself. So let's get straight back into it. It is already noon as Naruto and Sakura were still on their feet, moving at high speeds. Sasuke was over Naruto's shoulder as he was carrying him. Sakura was getting really tired, but she understood that it's not the time to be lazy. It's a time for her to endure everything and keep on going until they reach the tower. They have been moving for a couple of hours. They only had taken 2 breaks, but nothing interesting had happened yet. The last thing that happened to them was Orochimaru's encounter, but none of them say anything. They have just been traveling in complete silence. Naruto had a lot on his mind and would rather be quiet than have to deal with Sakura. Sakura on the other hand was worrying about Sasuke, and she did not know how to start a conversation with Naruto without Sasuke being active. So she decided to just be quiet as well. While they were running, she kept glancing at Naruto. He did not look the same after their encounter with Orochimaru. In fact, he looked worn out. She has never seen him look worn out before, from the formation of Team 7. But she was glad that he was the one who was carrying Sasuke to the tower, and they had yet to meet another team towards the tower. It was becoming a damn trouble because they need another scroll, and if they didn't get it they will fail. Sakura then turned as she saw Naruto fell down on his knees while running. Sasuke was still on his shoulder. Naruto was confused. His body was in pain. He did not know what caused this. During the encounter with Orochimaru, he didn't receive any blows that will cause him this much pain. As he felt pain coursing through his veins, what was going on? Sakura was alarmed as she walked up to Naruto. "Are you okay, Naruto?" she asked as she looked down at him with a worried face. Naruto looked up at her. Never had she asked him that question before, because he was never in pain in front of her. He gathered his strength and stood up, while still carrying Sasuke on his shoulder. "I'm fine," he said. "We will take a break not far from here. There should be a stream just ahead." Sakura nodded as they started to walk again. After about an hour, Naruto had placed Sasuke under a tree, allowing Sakura to tend to him. But he still did not wake up from the encounter with Orochimaru. Sakura then looked over Sasuke as she said, "What is this weird mark on Sasuke's neck?" Naruto looked down at her and responded, "It's a curse mark." She looked at him confused. She had never heard anything about curse mark before. This curse mark was given to him by Orochimaru to increase Sasuke's power. Why would he help Sasuke? Wasn't he trying to kill us? "I don't know," said Naruto. After a couple of minutes, Naruto cleaned himself up, even though he's almost back up to full health. He still feels a little drowsy, still not understanding where did that pain came from. Orochimaru did not do anything drastic to hurt him that badly, so he doesn't know why his body was aching with pain. But he now have to deal with all of these weak ninjas. Naruto was annoyed by seeing the Taki Genins. Yeah, they were from Taki. But Sakura was having a whole new realization. She was scared. She thought that Naruto was too tired to fight and Sasuke was out cold. So what was she going to do? "Give us the scroll and we won't hurt you," said one of the Genins as they looked at Naruto and Sakura. Naruto got up and walked towards the Genins. He stopped midway before he reached him. "No," he said. "But, however, I will request that you guys go away and leave your scroll behind. And if you stay and try to fight, I will hurt you all badly," he said in a dark tone. The danger did not seem to reach the Taki Genins. "Ha!" one of the Taki Genins shouted out. "There are 3 of us. One of your teammates is unconscious, and that girl over there look really weak. We can take you guys on with ease," he said, with a smile on his face. Naruto then looked up at him and smirked. The Genin then screamed out in pain as his 2 partners looked around to see Naruto, fist in his gut. He dropped some fluids from his mouth because of the impact of the punch and dropped to his knees as his 2 partners couldn't believe. How was he so fast? He passed us and we didn't even notice. Naruto quickly grabbed the both of them neck and making it hard for them to breathe as he started to squeeze. "I guess that I will take out all my frustration and my pain on you fools. This will also be a lesson to you. Don't ever underestimate your opponent," Naruto said. As the Genin that he punched in the stomach was trying to get up, Naruto kicked him in the face, sending him flying away. As he brought the 2 Genins that were trying to get out of his hole in front of him, he then slammed the both of them down into the ground, creating 2 small craters. He picked up one of them and kneed him hard. He then followed by a powerful punch to the gut, making the Genin drop on the ground, coughing up blood and hissing in pain. He then saw the other one trying to get up and run away. Naruto appeared in front of him, kicking him in the face as he flied and slammed into a tree. As he crashed down to the ground, he was knocked out cold. As he went for the other one that he had kicked away earlier and brought him back, they were all now in the same place lying down. All lost consciousness. He looked down at them. "You guys are so weak," he said, with disappointment in his tone. He then went over and searched their pockets. While he was searching, an evil chakra washed over the area. It was filled with evil and darkness. It made Sakura nervous and scared her because the source of this evil chakra was none other than Uchiha Sasuke. His body was all covered in flaming tattoos. His appearance frightened Sakura. Naruto just ignored him and continued his search for the scrolls. Sasuke had just woken up and the power of the curse mark had activated. He had never felt so powerful in his life. The power was so great. He felt like he could defeat anyone with the power he had now. Was going to his head. He then saw Naruto as Naruto stood up, between all of the genins. He then smiled. Naruto will provide a good test for his new power. As he started to walk over to Naruto, Naruto felt relieved. He had found a heaven and earth scroll. Finally, they can get out of this horrible place and go to the tower. He then felt Sasuke walking over to him. Sasuke walked and turned around, making him face to face with Naruto. He looked directly in Naruto's eyes as Naruto looked at him. "Fight me now," Sasuke demanded. Naruto was not given time to respond as Sakura spoke before he could. "Sasuke, what are you doing?" she cried out. Sasuke did not bother to look at her. His eyes stayed focused on Naruto. Naruto sighed as he replied, "No, we will go to the tower now, since we have the scroll that we wanted." Sasuke gritted his teeth. That was always Naruto's response when he always tried to challenge him. "No, what is with this guy? Does he think that I'm not worthy?" It was like he saw me as nothing, as but a nuisance. Sasuke got angry. He then activated his Sharingan and charged at Naruto. Naruto saw Sasuke coming and dropped the scrolls. As he blocked a punch, Sasuke went for another punch. Naruto dodged it as he was holding on to Sasuke's left hand. "What the hell is wrong with you? We don't have time to play around." "I am not playing around. Fight me," Sasuke said as his Sharingan was blazing. Sasuke then sent another fist towards his face. Naruto was about to dodge, but he got punched in the face. Naruto stood there for a few seconds not saying anything. He was thinking. He was not moving as fast as he could. What was going on? He knew he was able to block that punch. But what is wrong with his body? Since he fought Orochimaru, something has been happening to him. His strength seemed to be decreasing. He's been feeling pain all over his body. What the hell was going on? He then grabbed Sasuke's hand that was still in his face and swung Sasuke around and threw him off. Sasuke landed on his feet and ran towards him again as Naruto was really annoyed. He wanted to find out what was going on, but this guy is just keep on attacking him. Naruto was ready to defend himself, but pain gripped him all over his body. It felt like his muscles were grinding together. And then a severe headache attacked him. "What the hell is going on?" he said, as his pain was unnatural. All of this pain forced him to fall on his knees. Sasuke did not stop seeing that Naruto fall on his knees. He was confused, but he charged in anyway as he kicked Naruto straight in his face, sending Naruto flying as Sasuke grinned. He was finally able to defeat Naruto. He was actually doing it. Just a few steps to showing that he's the strongest on Team 7. Naruto got up, but only to fall down to his knees. He coughed out a large amount of blood. He was breathing heavily. His body was sweating. Cold sweat was all over him. Sakura saw him as she could tell that Naruto coughing out that portion of blood was not because of Sasuke's attack. So what was wrong with Naruto? After Orochimaru's battle, he's been acting strange ever since. She had seen him struggle as if his body was in pain. He hid it well, but she saw it. She was about to yell for Sasuke to stop, but Sasuke stopped and stared at Naruto. Sasuke thought that something was wrong. Naruto wasn't this weak. Even though he got this new form of power, it seems like Naruto was in a lot of pain. And what is with all that blood? He didn't kick him so hard. Sasuke was now confused. Despite his arrogance, he was smart enough to realize that something is wrong with Naruto. That amount of blood that he coughed up wasn't healthy, and it wasn't because of his attack. The black marks around his body went back into his neck as he fell on the ground, and all of it disappeared. It was a bit of pain as it went back in. He then looked down at Naruto. He was still proud that he was able to knock down Naruto, but worried, thinking that something is wrong, and he was too proud to ask Naruto what was wrong. He went over to pick up the scrolls that Naruto had dropped. Sakura now did not know what to do. Sasuke was awake, she could now go to him, but Naruto was not feeling well. He needed help, serious help, and soon. But she felt relieved when Naruto got up and went straight to the stream as he washed himself off. He cleaned off all the blood. He was still in a bit of pain, but it wasn't fazing him that much. But he knew that this pain is really curious, and why is it happening now? Zetsu might have the answers. An hour later, Sasuke walked to Naruto and stood beside the blonde. Naruto seemed fine. He looked normal as ever. They could now continue to their way to the tower as they all then hopped in the trees and kept on jumping from tree branch to tree branch. Later, Team 7 finally reached the tower as it was getting dark out. They had traveled comfortably without any other team troubling them. They had reached the tower and they had opened the scroll. It was a summoning scroll and they did as it instructed. When they did, Iruka appeared as he congratulated them for them passing the Chunin exam, the second phase anyway, as he then told them that they should go inside of the tower. Naruto went inside and went straight to bed without doing anything else, as he just jumped in and fell asleep. Sakura looked at Sasuke. Sasuke, is he going to be alright? Huh, that was Sasuke replied. He is our teammate, Sakura said. Sasuke said nothing. He just looked at Naruto and went to his own bed. He needed a rest. As Sakura sighed and went to get some sleep. A few days later, the deadline has passed and all of the Genins were now gathered. In the room, the only people Naruto found to be interesting was Gaara, Kabuto, and Rock Lee. The rest of them were just annoying. All the Jonin senseis were all in the room. Anko then congratulated them as the Hokage went out to give them a speech, as he told them all about the preliminaries and told them that the Chunin exam is to unify the nation and be at peace. But Naruto didn't listen to his speech. He was interested in fighting and he still wanted to know what happened to him. After he was finished, the proctor of the third exam, the preliminaries, showed up. Okay, there are 22 contestants, so there will be 11 matches, and those will advance. The winner of those matches will advance to the finals, he said. There are no rules. The match ends if you are knocked out or killed, or if you give up by forfeiting. Now let us see who you will be matched against, he said, looking at the board, as the first person to be showed was Sasuke Uchiha versus one of Kabuto's teammates. Sasuke smirked as he headed towards the ring. This match was over very quickly after Sasuke gave him the Lion Barrage and knocked him out cold. As the proctor announced Sasuke Uchiha the winner of this battle. The next battle was Kankuro and Shino. Naruto just watched with a rather bored look. This match wasn't exciting at all. Kankuro was the one to win this match. The next battle was Sakura vs Ino that ended in a draw. This was the worst match of them all. Naruto didn't even watch it. He closed his eyes, meditating the whole time, as the both of them seemed to not have been trained their whole life. Pathetic, he whispered when he heard that the match was a draw. Everyone that was close to Naruto heard him, as most of them nodded. He was right. That match was really pathetic. Naruto looked around to see everyone had the same thought on their mind. The match was really pathetic. His eyes then met with Gaara. Gaara seemed to be getting impatient, as Naruto really wanted to see what this guy was made of. Will Uzumaki Naruto and Kiba Inuzaka please step forward? The proctor said. Damn it, Naruto said. Why out of all people Do I have to fight the dog boy? As he sighed. Kiba then smirked as he headed down, feeling confidence in his abilities. Naruto slowly walked down, as he knew that this fight was going to be really boring. Are you both ready? The proctor asked. The both of them gave a nod, as Kiba then jumped back when he told them to begin. I'm going to take you down, Naruto, Kiba said as Akamaru barked. Naruto made no signs of doing anything. Hey, did you hear me? Kiba said. Hey, I'm talking to you, you bastard, he shouted, but Naruto didn't move. Will you attack already and stop annoying me? Naruto said. Kiba got pissed as he said, let's go, Akamaru. Kakashi was looking at Naruto and was studying him to see what he was going to do. Naruto was acting differently. He was not told in exact details what happened with the encounter with Orochimaru, but he was surprised to know that they are still alive after facing off against him. And Sasuke was given the curse mark. Kakashi tried to seal it. Well, but he's gonna fail anyway. Kiba bended down in the arena as Akamaru turned into a clone of Kiba as he jumped on his back, as he shouted Getsuga as he spun in a swirling vortex coming towards Naruto. Kunai looked at Naruto. What is he thinking standing there like that? If he gets hit, the match will be over. She thought to herself, seeing that Naruto is showing no sign of dodging Kiba's attack. She knew Kiba's attack was very powerful and could cause a lot of damage if it's hit head on. Naruto stayed there as he didn't move, as Kiba in his spinning form rushed down to him. Naruto saw him coming, but Kiba turned as he dug straight through the ground and then dig out a next hole. As he kept doing this for several minutes, going around Naruto. What the hell is he trying? Naruto thought. What shocked everyone in the spectators was that Naruto was in the same position that he was in. His arm was crossed as many holes surrounded him. Kiba stopped his attack as he returned back to normal. He was breathing hard. Stay still, you bastard, so I can hit you, Kiba said as he tried his attack again. But he missed Naruto, as everyone in the crowd was wondering what the hell was going on. But Naruto wasn't moving, so what was Kiba talking about? Is that all you can do? Naruto asked. How disappointed. As he disappeared, he then appeared in front of Kiba, kicking him straight in the wall as he dropped, after creating a crater in the wall, a human size, as Akamaru rushed over to him. Akamaru then growled at Naruto as he rushed to Naruto and tried to bite him. Naruto grabbed the dog by his neck. How pathetic, he said, as he knocked the dog in his head as the dog was out cold. You bastard, Kiba yelled as he ran up to Naruto. Naruto just turned around, and when he was close enough, Naruto spun around and punched him straight in the face as Kiba dropped on the ground as he hissed out in pain. Naruto then grabbed him by the ear and lifted him up as he thumped him straight in the gut. Kiba coughed for a few seconds as Naruto then kicked him in the face, sending him flying back into the wall. Kiba crashed into the wall again. Naruto then appeared in front of him and started to deliver blows to his stomach as Naruto started to deliver some solid punches, making Kiba coughed up a lot of blood. He then threw Kiba straight up in the air, and when Kiba was coming down, he kicked Kiba straight into the wall as Kiba back made contact, making him scream out in pain as he then dropped on the ground and lost consciousness. How brutal, said Gaara. You're the perfect person, as Naruto looked up at Gaara. Yeah, I want to fight you too. But guys, I'm gonna end this episode right here. If you want to see the next part of this, you know what to do. Like, subscribe, comment down below, and turn on that bell notifications they posted. Remember to share to all of your friends on your social media platform. But for now guys, I'm out. Peace.